Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I'm going to have another catch up on my online art classes today. This is another class which was part of Let's Face It 2021. I'll put a link to all of that below. And this particular lesson was with Maria Pace Winters. I love her work. It's just full of, this is the finished piece that she did. Here's the reference photo. It's just full of bright colours, and you can see, she's taken this quite muted colour reference photo, and she's introduced all this bold colour and lots of busy patterns together. I love that. I just love the whole look. So no idea what I'm going to end up with yet, but this is kind of where I'm heading. I've pulled out of my own supplies the nearest I have to what Maria used. And in all of these online classes, they always stress, don't go out and buy stuff specially, use what you've got. I've got a little selection of brushes, but I might need to go in and pull out some more, possibly bigger ones. I think I might be missing the bigger ones. We'll see how we go. I'm going to use, Maria uses a birchwood panel. I'm not going to do that. I haven't got space, and I haven't got one, and I'm just going to do it and put it in my folder. So I'm just using a sheet of this mixed media paper. I need a pencil. I've got a pencil, a rubber sharpener, just to sketch out my initial picture. And then Maria uses a mixture of gouache and acrylic inks. So I've got the gouache. With the gouache, I've got to bear in mind, I noticed that Maria says acrylic gouache, and I don't know if that's the same thing, but I know certainly with these gouache and any other gouache I've ever used, this is kind of water reactive, so if I get it wet, it will move. So I need to be a bit mindful of that. I haven't got the colours that Maria uses, but I think I can make do with what I've got. Fascinated by this colour. It's called peach red. I don't even know what that means, but look at it. It's like a really fluorescent pink. So I'm definitely going to use that. But I may need to mix it with a bit of white. Same with the, so where Maria mentions pale magenta and pale lavender, I can mix that with these. Instead of the magenta, I'm going to use this scary Larry pink. Right, she also uses a colour I hadn't come across called Jaune Brilliant, or sorry, I'm saying that wrong. Maybe it's French, how would you say it? Jaune Brilliant. Anyway, I looked it up and it's a pinkish yellow. So I think I can mix a little bit of this, they call it portrait pink, like a sort of fleshy colour, with a bit of cad yellow, and see if I can, I think it's used around the sort of shading of the face. So yeah, I'm sure I can mix something up, possibly yellow ochre with it instead. And then she uses an olive green, which I don't have, and a lime green, pale lime green, which I don't have. But I have a couple of different greens there, 3 different greens. Sap green, pale green and deep green, and I've got quite a lemony yellow and a yellow ochre. So I think between those and the cad yellow I can mix up my equivalent of the olive and the lime green, which is what she's used in here. I mean, to me that's all looking quite yellow ochre in this picture, but obviously this is how my printer printed it as well. So that's my gouache colours, which I'll mix up in a minute. She also uses some matte acrylic medium after that first layer, so I've got that ready. I've got a pot of water and a water sprayer, which she uses a couple of times, and then there's acrylic inks, which are used quite a bit in this in Maria's painting. I've got a black and a white. She uses a, which Pyrrole red, Pyrrole, I don't know how you say that either, PYRROLE red. I've just pulled out a crimson, which I think will be fine. I know that it's used for nose and cheeks and things, and some of this and the pattern on there, so I think this will be fine. I don't have a burnt sienna, so I've pulled out one called terracotta, which I think is going to be near enough. And she also uses, I think, is it a Prussian? Oh, oh, I needed a Prussian blue in the gouache as well, which I haven't pulled out. I need to go back. It's a deep turquoise, so the acrylic ink, I've just pulled out a turquoise. So I also need a Prussian blue then. Prussian blue. I have got a Prussian blue. Yeah, so that has got that kind of turquoisey hint to it, in my mind anyway. Right, so I'm going to do as I did yesterday, because my aim is to catch up on one of these classes. I've got so behind on my art classes this year. I'm going to try and catch up on one every single day. I've got a little bit more time today, so I'm trying this one, which is a bit more complex. Yesterday's was a charcoal sketch. I'm going to do the same as I did yesterday. I'm going to finish waffling now, film the whole process, speed it up and edit it down a bit to make it reasonably quick for you to watch, and then I'll come back and show you how it turned out at the end. I think that's about it now. You probably have noticed I went a little bit off-piste, and I wasn't quite happy with how it ended up. So I gave it a spray of acrylic fixative spray, and then I gave it a little coat of transparent gesso, and I've just gone back in with my pan pastels. I just added some details, pan pastels, and my black pastel pencil. And I think that's it now. At the moment, if I don't look too hard, I'm quite happy with that. I had a lot of fun with this, really enjoyed it. A few things I would change. I struggled with using the gouache and then using acrylic over the top, because the gouache is water reactive. So I think if I was going to try this again, I'll do it with acrylic paints. I don't know. Anyway, I've had a lovely time with this. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching. My plan is that I will try and do a catch-up art class every single day. So if you've got any suggestions for how to make that more interesting to watch, or anything else you'd like to see, please let me know. I'm always glad of the feedback. I will put some links to Let's Face It 2021 and Maria Pace Winters in the description box below if you want to check them out for yourself. Hope you've enjoyed watching this. Thanks ever so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.